Holiday kicks in the corner for a Hauser three that's no good. Jalen crashes the glass. Offensive rebound, puts it off the window and in. Score it, and the foul.
Welcome into Celtics post-game live. Scal, Chris Forsberg, Eddie House, Amina Smith here with you. The Celtics win this one against the Lakers, 126-115. It was a tight battle at the half, but then this Celtics team, they were able to establish their dominance in that second half. Scal, what did you see in this matchup from Boston?
I saw the first quarter, the Celtics are so much better than the Lakers. Saw the Lakers fight back, and you see it again in the second half. Like when we're playing basketball the way that we've been playing on this West Coast trip, we'll have our lulls during the game, but come on, like there's a different level between the Celtics and where they're at right now. And you could probably say this about a lot of teams in the NBA, but no doubt today, like, there's a different level between a motivated Celtic team and that Laker team.
And like, look, everybody was really good, but can we just have a moment for the Derrick White Christmas? Like, I don't know when I'll stop being surprised by how good he is, Scal, but like every single night, he does something. And I know it's been the blocks the past few games, and he had, what, 2 more today, 2 more steals. Stock exchange is out of control. I thought Jrue Holiday was great, too. You could fold him right in there. But Derrick just, like, controlled the game when he wanted to. And those the 9 assists, what was it? I got to see the final box. I think maybe get up to 10 assists. He was fantastic out there, and I love everything that he's bringing. And even though the price tag keeps going up, he is so vital to how, when they play their best basketball, so much of it goes back to Derrick White. And so I just want to rave about him every opportunity we get.
Yeah, you can't complain about that. 11 assists for Derrick White in this win against the Lakers. Eddie, what stood out to you about the Celtics?
It looked like finally what's happening is our defense catching up with our offense. All season long, early on in the season, you know, we shoot threes, we make threes, and our defense sometimes wouldn't cover up when we didn't shoot the three particularly well. Well, we had a stretch there where we didn't shoot the three well, but we still defended. We still was able to get deflections, still able to get block shots, still able to rebound the basketball and not give up second chance opportunities. And the fact 31 assists on 46 field goals, that thing is contagious. I think they're starting to understand when they move that ball, they're damn near uncoverable, unguardable when they move that basketball because they have so many weapons out there, not only on the perimeter, but now with the addition of Porzingis, you got somebody that could go down there and take advantage of a mismatch if they want to play that switch game. And
Forsberg, you wanted to gush about Derrick White, so let's talk about Derrick White. 18 points, 11 assists in this win against the Lakers. And just like you mentioned, it does look like in this matchup that whenever Derrick White wanted to do something, he was able to easily impose his will.
I just, like, again, it goes back to, for me, it gives the game what it needs, right? Like, okay. Someone else has got it going. Derrick's just going to make sure they get the basketball. He's going to put them in good position. He's going to be roaming around on defense, creating opportunities, especially at that first little stretch there. 2 steals, got you some easy buckets. All of a sudden, everything's flowing. The ball movement, look who's in the middle of it all. Just always making the right play, knowing when to be aggressive and go at the rim. I think that's sort of, to me, is his biggest growth area, too. When he first got here, kind of figuring out his way, how does he impact the game, was maybe a little bit more reluctant to take those shots. Now he's like, no, like, he's really good at basketball. He's going to be willing to take those shots, even on a team overflowing with talent. Swooping in, left-handed block.
Yeah, also, you know, you could play fast, you could play slow. He could be on the ball. Here he is in a right-hand pick and roll. Anytime he's getting to that right, he's good. He can play off the ball. He can cut, defense. I mean, really, like, when you talk about him and Jrue Holiday, you can't find a better pair of guys who, let's say, use air quotes here. I don't know if those guys will be all-stars or not, but outside of all-stars that are in the NBA, like, those guys are so elite, so good at what they do. And I think the Celtics and all of us, and I'm sure everyone around the NBA recognizes that.
And Eddie, we always talk about the impact that Derrick White has on a game, especially when the Celtics team wins. What was the best thing he was able to do on the floor this afternoon?
Let me say this first before I say all the great things that he was able to do on the court. Scal, so we talk about all-stars and making all-star teams and stuff like that, right? I think he's a perfect guy for the Olympic team in Paris. He's the type of guy, damn the all-star. It's going to be tough to make the all-star. He's a perfect guy for the Olympic team because he does everything. Sure. He makes the right play. He can defend. He can block shot. He gets steals, and he can score if you need to. He understands the game. He lets the game come to him. So to me, my push for Derrick, and I said this a few games ago, he has become my favorite player on the Celtics because he's like the unsung hero. Nobody really – we gloat about him because we see it game in and game out. But for the masses that don't understand, this was a perfect opportunity for them to get a glimpse of what we're blessed to see night in and night out from Derrick White. And that's winning basketball plays, understanding how to play the game of basketball, and assists tonight. Like, yeah, he can score whenever he wants to, but he makes the right play. He's getting guys involved. He passes up a good shot for a great shot. And that one block with that left hand, I mean, come on. It's not too many guys. I mean, we could probably count them on our hand, guards that can make that play in the history of this game. So when I look at what Derrick White is able to do, it's not what is he able to do. It's like, what can't he not do when he's out on the basketball court and engaged?
And we mentioned that stock exchange. Jrue Holiday also with 18 points, 7 rebounds, and 7 assists. And Scala, I feel like Jrue Holiday is really starting to find his rhythm and his place with this Celtics roster on the floor.
Yeah, don't gush too much, because in the B block, we're going to be a lot of gushing on Jrue Holiday as well. So just letting you guys know.
Okay.
I'm just saying, like, Jrue Holiday.
Are you teasing right now?
Yeah, I'm playing with a little pace.
Yeah, I'm teasing. We got a long show, right? But Holiday's awesome.
You want to just kick that ball right?
Yeah, go ahead. You can take him. I got him later.
I'm going to keep it big picture. I think Drew's playing his best basketball of the last, like, probably 2 weeks in Boston. You know, same deal. Like, I think he had to kind of find his way, figure out where he fit into this system. He's had opportunities where if you're down a player, he can kind of kick up the scoring. But it's come a lot more natural the last few games. And all of a sudden, you just look up and you're like, he's flirting with 20 points. And this is what Jrue Holiday does. And so if you were worried a little bit about the shooting at the start of the year, you knew that was going to turn a corner eventually. And he has just been fantastic the last 2 weeks and really a big part of why they were so good on the homestand and then taking it out west.
I also love that head coach Joe Mazzulla is really empowering Jrue Holiday to be the quarterback of this team. Eddie, how are you seeing that show up on the floor?
Well, it was one play in the second half. He hit that three in the corner and he barked at the guys defensively, and you can see Jason Tatum respond right away. To me, that's what Joe Mazzulla is looking for somebody that's holding everybody accountable. Hey, we got to keep it going. Let's not relax. This game ain't over. Let's keep our foot on the gas. But the thing is, think about when Derrick White came over, right? He came over on the trade deadline, so he had the little small stretch of games, and then we're thrusted into the playoffs, and then we're in the NBA Finals, and we all seen how good he could be. Last year, we got a really good opportunity to see what he's like when he starts getting comfortable. Now, not only is he comfortable, he's empowered. It's the same thing with Jrue Holiday. Jrue Holiday has been empowered from the beginning of the season. It was just getting comfortable and acclimated to the teammates, to his guys, to this system, understanding exactly what Joe wants from him and how to go about doing the things that Joe wants. And I think right now it's starting the dust is settling. At first, everything is going crazy. He's trying to figure out, oh man, okay, where do I fit in at? Where do I get my shots at? How do I get these? I think the dust is settled because over a quarter of the season has been played. And I really believe that he's starting to understand and feel this is what I need to do. This is how I'm going to do it. And once you know that, Scal, you know this. Once you understand exactly what your role is and how your role is carved out, the minutes that you're going to get, the game becomes a lot easier because you're not worried about those things. All you're worried about is going out there and giving results. And that's how, to me, that's the one thing that I've seen with Jrue is the fact that he is getting comfortable. The dust has settled. He knows exactly what he needs to do and what the team needs from him, and he's giving it to us.
Yeah, not just Joe, but I'm sure Tatum and Brown and White and Al and Porzingis, everyone telling him, listen, do you, because we've seen what you're capable of doing.
All right, well, speaking of Jrue Holiday, he's with Abby Chin after this win. Let's take a listen.
Jrue, coming in here, beating this Lakers team as convincingly as you just did on Christmas Day, what does that mean?
Merry Christmas. It was a good holiday, you know. I think as a team we were really in a groove. It's a great road trip that we had, 3-1. We wish we could have won 4-0, but yeah, we've been playing well.
Seize control in that third quarter. Why is it so important for you guys to continue to push the pace?
I think that's how we grow as a team, to be able to push the pace. We play so fast, and we can get out in the open court where you have JB and JT working. You can get D.Y. Downhill or KP popping 4-3. We just have so much firepower that we're hard to stop.
I know you take so much pride in guarding the other team's best player. What were you able to do against both AD and LeBron today?
Just try to be a pest, you know. They're going to score, and they're going to get a lot of touches, volume shots. But just do your best to stay in front of them, make them contested twos and not foul.
Finally, you mentioned this road trip. What changed after that loss to Golden State? You guys go home 3-1.
I think it was the loss. I think the loss kind of sets the tone, you know, especially in a game where we're up 17 and we wanted to win that game. I know how much it means to the team that made it to the final. So just to be able to end the road trip the way we did was great.
Jrue, thank you. Congratulations. Merry Christmas.
Yeah, Merry Christmas.